Okay. Is this gonna work? Please tell me it's working. No red this time, right? No like weird. No, we're still dropping 57. Maybe we're dropping fewer frames. Okay, this is kind of good. The numbers coming down a little bit. 27. Oh, like look at these numbers. What is even happening here? But you know what? We're just gonna run it. There's a green light that says excellent. On this panel. All right, let's look at this together. This is just kind of confusing. Here's my YouTube chat. And here's my OBS. Like we're just gonna inception the screen there for a moment. But if it's working, hopefully it is. I don't know. Like some people are gonna watch this on VODs later. It still says that I'm dropping frames. I don't know. Whatever. Show must go on. Hopefully this comes through. But welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to my YouTube here. This is the second week now, right? My second week of trying this, and now I've got this big message that says YouTube is not responding. So I don't know. I honestly don't know what's going on. But you know what? Technical difficulties are par for the course, especially when it comes to learning, especially when it comes to figuring out this stuff. I don't know. This is YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. I'm aware of that, but what did I change between the last week and this week? Like, I thought that I was just trying to make it a little bit more optimal, in terms of using the auto configuration wizard. But maybe that was the wrong idea. Maybe that was the wrong move, wrong pivot, so to speak. But at least the audio's coming through, I think. Look at this audio mixer. This is what it looks like behind the scenes. There's just a whole bunch of windows and things. Right? There's definitely some kind of inception moment happening here. But do we have anyone in the chat? Live chat. That's what I want to see, right? Yeah. But can I just see the actual chat itself? How does this work? What's going on here? I don't know. It said there's a message. The current viewers 0. I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask folks and see if they can actually see this thing. Like, this is kind of a disaster right now. Still losing 35 frames. Well, anyway. We've been trying. The show must go on. Let's do this. Yeah, this is my second week of retirement, and whether or not that is a good use, whether or not this is a good use of my time, jury's still out. I'm experimenting with the platform. I'm creating more content, putting myself out there, and whatever happens. That's kind of it. Yeah, so someone popped in at some point, I think. But these windows are all kind of janky. Let's go back to the big face for the time being. I think big face is the way to go. How many times is he going to restart this beginning? I don't know. As many times as it takes to get it right. That's the point. But yeah, this first week was really good. Got a chance to reconnect with some folks. Have been going pretty hard at Instagram, especially to create one video a day, especially using stories to kind of, give a summary of what's going on in my day-to-days, how I'm spending my time, and just trying to experiment, try different things and see, if I were to pivot into food blogging, food photojournalism, I'm going to call it that. How could that look like? What are some of the contacts that I have? What are some of the contacts that I can establish, and how can we all rank up together? In the next little bit, we are going to be seeing. I don't know. I don't want to spoil it just yet. I guess this is just like my little plug to say, hey, like stay tuned. There are some cool things coming up, especially when it comes to exploring current hobbies, past passions. There might be a visit to some PEVs, personal electric vehicles, and the community there. So I'm excited to see how this plays out. Right now we've got still a 20% drop rate. That's not a good number. But it does say that I do have one concurrent viewer. So, hello, concurrent viewer. Welcome to the stream. Unfortunately, I have no idea who you are. And maybe this is just my lack of experience here. If you write something in the chat, then I can engage with you. We can chit chat. We can catch up a little bit. I know the first day that we did this, it was cool because, I don't know, maybe it was just beginner's luck. But people came through and I could identify more or less like who was asking questions, and without outing any of you, of course, like I would stick to your online handles. But if in some way we can just kind of keep in touch using this platform here, awesome. If later on we're going to try pivoting over to another platform, we can do that as well. Speaking of the word pivot, I know that some folks have mixed feelings on that word, right? It was particularly popular during the pandemic, where we all had to pivot, move over to a different style, a different way of interacting with our whatever, right? Everybody, from if you're like a teacher in my case, like the way that you interact with your students. I vividly remember my class photo just being rectangles, right? Literally rectangles on Zoom. That was a little depressing. But again, we had to figure it out, right? And I think for folks, again, I would continue using myself as an example, for individuals in the education field who are unable to adapt to those changes. Like, au revoir. I think that's, the choice that a lot of folks made. Bubblebee, hey, welcome to the stream. I always appreciate you stopping by. Bubblebee 1023 there. Yes, I am back. You'll have to let me know whether or not the connection's kind of steadying up. It says here that it's still dropping 15% of my rates, my frames. Right? So if we were to break up, this video here into like 60 frames per second, 30 frames per second, we're losing about 15% of those. So we're just getting lost in the nether. But hey, I've got another person who just came in, so welcome other viewers. Just talking a little bit here, just kind of recapping and re-exploring this first week of retirement. And I guess before we kind of go into the next projects and TikTok, right? It seems to be okay. Okay, good. This is reassuring, because on the other side here, I've got like 4 bars, and 4 bars is usually good. There's so many little like dials and things. Like I quickly showed, I think, the viewers here at home, right? These are just some of the panels that I'm looking at. There are panels literally everywhere. So I'm trying to take this stuff in and try to figure out, live streaming here on YouTube. I have a little more experience live streaming on Twitch, video games, right? Because video games are fun. But who knows? Maybe if this is successful, we'll start to port the video game crowd from Twitch over here to YouTube. That way, everything is nice. Still, though, I like the community that we've established over on Twitch, so I don't want to abandon that either. Now, as these streams kind of go on, I think viewers at home, whether it's someone who knows me, right, or it's someone who discovers me, y'all will find out that my attention span just jumps everywhere. Literally skips and hops and dances, prances through ideas. So I guess talking about video games, now's the time to shamelessly introduce, right, our next video game tournament. Video game tournament's going to feature, drum roll please, none other than Marvel Rivals. Yup, we're doing it. I think I should probably confirm this first. Actually, I really should do this. I think it was still tied earlier this morning when I was looking over on Discord. Yeah, still 10-10, because of course everyone conveniently, right? Like here's the actual message thread. Is that like folks come through, red X for Marvel Rivals today, red O for the finals tourney, and I keep telling them like, yo, don't split the room, don't split the vote. And what do they do? Exactly that, 10-10. So you know what? I'm going to follow through on exactly what I said I was going to do, which is simply to decide right here, right now, what tournament are we going to run first? We're going to run Marvel Rivals, and here's the reason. I'm going to assemble my own adult team, and we are going to enter this competition. Whatever happens, happens. We did say that all the money that's made through Twitch goes back into its community. That's how this whole kind of circular economy thing works. The whole idea of doing this is to be able to support continuing doing this. Like I don't have to inject any of my own like money into this, right? It just kind of pays for itself. So we're going to play Marvel Rivals. Done. And I'm going to Avengers Assemble my own adult team. Okay, and we're going to do this. We're going to compete against them Utes. I think it's only fair. Oh, yeah, the dropped frames are now going to 11. 2 thumbs up. So yeah, if you are a gamer and if you are watching this, yeah, find me on Twitch. It's TTV High School Teacher, and we'll be there always on Thursday nights, and usually sometimes more during the week, because retirement be like that. Like I can just do what I want. It's kind of the whole point of retiring. That's right. Like, there's an extra screen block a little to the bottom left. An extra screen block. You are right. Internet. Oh, we're back. Oh, it says we're excellent again. This is the thing I gotta watch out for, especially. Oh, now we're back up to 20 frames. But this is the thing I gotta watch out for, especially working from home. Is I need to have a stable internet connection. And jury's still out whether or not Bell is the right option for me. But I think I disconnected and reconnected almost instantly, so that's kind of good. Yeah, video game tournaments, right? Marvel Rivals coming this February 14th. That's the next PD day. And you're like, well, you're going to spend your Valentine's Day streaming a video game tournament? Yeah, during the day, right? Because the folks who are playing the game are off work that time too. And then at night, I can spend Valentine's Day with my wife, plain and simple. But Valentine's shouldn't be when you are telling your partner, your loved ones. It's like birthdays, or you shouldn't be like waiting till then to tell them how much you care. So today's homework is to do that. If you're just kind of watching, you're like, hey, like it's been a minute since I've chatted with this person, and it's been a minute since I've heard from them. I should probably check in. Exactly. I should probably do that. And then don't wait until Valentine's. Say, I love you, I care about you, I appreciate you. Make that a regular habit. Okay? Asif Music, yo, what is up, fam? I appreciate you coming through. 1212. Thank you for coming through. Y'all know y'all talking to Drew. And here we are. I'm leaning back a little bit more. I'm channeling my my Terror Squad. Okay, for those of you who like hip hop, I think maybe my connection just tanked again, but it's okay. We're learning. we're learning. This is how this works. Folks who want a song recommendation, banger from the time that I was as a teen, check out Terror Squad Lean Back. I'm gonna check my phone. What is it? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I don't know what's going on. I think my wife just checked. I don't know. Right? They always say good things don't always come easy. And I think my connection is just potatoing right now. I don't know why though. But again, it's back. I truly don't understand this. I don't understand. Explain it to me, YouTube. Explain it to me, OBS. Right? I need someone more experienced to just be like, yo, fam, like, you're an idiot. Just check these settings, like turn this dial, go over here. Yeah, but at the risk of repeating myself, because I don't even know how many versions of this get posted, or maybe hey, I got concurrent viewers. Hey, what's going on? We're gonna be here, okay? Let's try to make a habit of this. Like, whenever we're streaming, say it right now, we're gonna be here for at least the hour, the lunch hour. The turtles are here. And look at that. Look at these turtles. They're living their best. Yeah, they're living their best life. The turtles are red-eared sliders, and they're truly not that intelligent. Like every day, everyday food just kind of falls from the sky, and when when they're not eating that food, sometimes they're like eating each other. I mean, it's that's the life of a turtle. Um, future plans, we probably have to keep them in separate tanks. Okay, so for any turtle experts amongst you out there, yes, I'm fully aware that they do actually need to be kept separated. Um, but at the time when my wife got them, right, the idea was, hey, they're so small, they're so cute, um, they can share this space. I think now they are a few years old and they need their own space. They're growing fast. So that's where the turtles are. That's where the turtles are at. Are they going to beat each other up? I hope not. I hope not, because it's clear that like there's one that's weaker than the other. That's just what it is. And Darwin will say like survival of the fittest, and then you're like, well, let's take a moment and break that down. Sure, quick. In biology terms, fitness is an organism's ability to reproduce, right? So survival of the fittest really refers to survival of the characteristics that are most desirable in a mate. Okay, education. But now okay, it's not like bigger, stronger, faster, better, right? Like there are elements of that too, but it really just comes down to what characteristics are desirable in reproduction. And when one can't see, that puts you at a significant disadvantage. When one is visibly like bigger, again, that puts you at a significant advantage. And nature be like that. Nature be like that. So I've got all these windows here. How do I think I'm just going to leave them tucked away. Look at this confusion. Like there's more on the other screen. But we are going to figure out TikTok, right? That's the whole idea. Now, can I just go to okay, I promise you I'm not actually like dense, but can I just go to like tiktok.com? Does that work? Yeah, that works. That is literally how this works. And I don't want to be given notifications yet, but here is literally my very first, I sought this out, TikTok experience. Grocer employee. Like, what am I even watching here? Wanna get a mansion? So there's that. Wanna get a mansion, a jacuzzi, a theater to watch my movies, couple whips and lots of fancy things. The kids they call it Goonies. Wanna get a mansion. So first impressions, right? We're just gonna minimize that. But that's literally my first impressions of TikTok. Okay, I know that it exists as a platform. I know how popular it is amongst the youths. Again, I'm fully aware that like it's taken over the world by storm. When we did a presentation in business class, right, we ask students like, "What is your talk about an app?" And TikTok and ByteDance, and it comes from China. Like this has come up over and over again. But I've always avoided TikTok, and like Warren Buffett, just stick to the things you know. Like if you're going to invest in the things you know something about. And that's the reason why I went with Instagram first, because Instagram is what I did in 2020 to not be sad. And now it's YouTube, right? I'm just exploring because I look at YouTube as being the largest platform globally. Um, everyone has like a Netflix account, everyone checks out YouTube, everyone searches on Google. Like this is a safe bet, right? But not everyone is at the age group to be on Facebook anymore, right? Not everyone knows what a Vine is. So I figured that this is an opportunity to explore TikTok a little bit. And the plan here is to make a North American account. Right? We're going to make a North American account because my wife already has a Chinese account, right? So an account that's made with TikTok China. And we're going to explore this like content creation thing to a different level. And that's to introduce this concept of languages. Like, for myself, like I speak English, I speak French, but when it comes to Chinese, I struggle. Like, I'm really bad at it, embarrassingly bad. And I don't want to be embarrassingly bad anymore. Like I want this to be something that I actually learn. I want to be able to communicate with my in-laws, with Catherine in a language other than English. Like that's Catherine and I speak English at home, and so it's yeah, this is a new world to explore, right? And like I don't even know how to write it in the chat here, but our Chinese TikTok account, for those of you who are curious and want to follow, is aptly named. And let me set up for this because I've been practicing, right? Practicing. But our TikTok, yeah, Chinese TikTok account. I'm trying to figure out where the qualifier goes. Right? Does it come before or after? Anyway, but our Chinese TikTok account has the aptly named profile name of 我不懂中文, which translates to I do not speak Chinese. Okay, so let that one sink in for a little bit. I should probably put some music back. Oh my gosh, there's I just like I just look at TikTok and I'm a little bit overwhelmed. And that's I think just because of an experience, but also like I understand just how much. Sure, why not? Thanks YouTube. Asian Lo-Fi Radio. Give it to me. Sure, I appreciate the wood block, but Bumblebee's excited. Like, hey, tell me more about this TikTok. Yeah, it's something that I think I'm really going to follow my wife's lead on. She spent definitely more time on TikTok than I have, and also with the audience, right? Y'all at home and through different platforms, right? IG, I think IG is really my go-to. That's my default setting, and now YouTube. Why don't we explore it together? Right? So I figured, why don't we actually go through the process of making a TikTok account? Because again, this is a whole new world for me. This is actually kind of overwhelming.
Yeah, my camera lens. Girl, what?
Can I just? Okay, I'm gonna try logging in. Oh my god, is there a way to turn off the auto video? Can I just? I'm sorry. There we go. I want to hear my own tunes right now. But this is literally what's on my feed, right? Just by default, like this is what's being recommended. And I'm going to do my best to take an almost like scientific approach to TikTok here. Yeah, right. I actually don't want to spend any time thinking about hashtags, like what's in the post. Like I want to create the visual content. Yeah, sure. Right, and I want to be able to kind of use TikTok as a means to share more experiences and end results with all of you, and to share that time with my wife as well. But I don't know how much of this I want to be consuming. Like this is pretty overwhelming, and it's just endless scrolling, right? Like this is what's being recommended right now. When you piss off a nice country, again, speed running through this. We're learning how to. So 940,000 views of a person just spitting an apple here, but the point is to showcase that Temu is sus. Okay. American your language cursive is so difficult. So definitely a lot of content here, and again, I'm trying to analyze this as a scientist, but definitely a lot of content here. We see the faces of the people involved. Right? I think that's pretty clear, and maybe that's what we need to do too, right, on this page. I'll tell you what, we're going to log in here. Continue with Google. Sure, that's appropriate. We're just gonna sync it all up. Me with the pivot, and now I'm officially in. So it really was as easy as that. I think sure. I don't mind sharing. Right, y'all piece this together sooner or later. Your birthday won't be shown publicly. Again, I don't care about sharing this with the world, because the whole idea here is to say, hey, I don't actually use ever, right, this information in my passwords. Like that's the whole point of doing this. And when you look at the account creation date for this YouTube, hey, like maybe YouTube is going to be a chance to, have a birthday and celebrate new beginnings. Maybe that's what we'll call it. Anyway, we're gonna just next along here. So now y'all know I'm an Aquarius. Select two objects that are the same shape. What? Okay, so 1 and 2. Oh, there's even audio cues in here. That's kind of cool. What is my username? I think I should keep my username as Say Less. I can always change this later. Yeah. Unless somebody else has another suggestion, right? Let's see here. Register, then select the category that interests you. I can do that. I can register. Yeah, this is what's happening right now. This is what's on my screen in real time. I think I'm going to keep the same username, say.less, and especially as this is being used for language content. I think that's quite clever. I think I'm going to sign up as that. Exactly at noon. Okay, there. I've created my identity, my profile on Le TikTok as Say Less. Okay, and there you see it in real time. 0 followers, 0 likes. Okay, who will be my first follower? Chat. But I'm going to edit my profile a little bit. Let's do this together as I'm listening to Asian Lo-Fi. This is my handle, Say Less. All part of the With the Pivot Network. Let's go with my name. That's me. Retired from public teaching. What's next? Is that appropriate? I think that captures the essence of what I'm doing. Retired from public teaching. What's next? I can only change my nickname once every 7 days. Okay. That's acceptable. All right. Didn't I change my bio though? What? Oh, okay. We'll come back to that later. Okay. All right, so my name has to stay as Say Less for now. Isaiah, what is up, Isaiah? Hi, Isaiah. I appreciate you coming through, checking this channel out. I know this is different, right? It's different. It's not quite classroom anymore. It's a global classroom, and I think that's what makes this really cool. Is that you're just popping by to say hello, and I get to interact with all of you coming through, and in some cases with familiar faces, keeping in touch. In some cases, meeting some new people as well, and that's why we're doing this. So Isaiah, I appreciate you pulling up. Asif Music, Bumblebee, regular favorite coming through. I always to give my flowers to you, right? To the folks watching at home, and to the silent viewers too. Okay, those of you who are just kind of like back, not using the chat quite yet, but maybe you watch this on VODs. Maybe you're at home right now and somehow your smart TV or your smart device suddenly pulls like Say in your recommendations, and you're like, yo, let's go. That's Isaiah. That's exactly it. That's why we're doing this. Rowan's here too. Yo, it's so cool. Like I want I actually thought about doing this at lunchtime because why not, right? Like everyone's gonna be sitting around like looking for something to do, and Room 102 it was always, in my opinion, like it continues to always hold a special place in my heart. So to kind of continue and offer that space here while just chatting, send the link to my TikTok. I can do that. I get distracted, but let me quickly just kind of finish up here and talk about the journey. Dude, I'm so excited. Like there's a moment where I'm like, what am I doing? This is goofy. Like I should just be traveling. And instead it's like, no, I can do a staycation and travel here and reconnect with people and help my wife out. And then when it's time that we can both take off, then we'll travel and then properly bask in the glory that is, retirement at my age and from this career. It's wild. Hello, Nicole. I appreciate seeing you. Actually, we were just about to talk a little bit about travel plans and stuff, and then East Coast question mark. We just gotta wait until after. There's a big event happening in April at my wife's work. And then once that's done, and once there's a little bit of a calm, right after we tidied up and done all that, I think we're thinking road trip. But send my link to TikTok. How do I do this? Is this the share profile? Oh god. Is this possible to get shorter? I don't know. This is shameless. Is this correct? Is that how I do this? But yeah, no, folks, this is the lunch hour. I appreciate you tuning in, coming to talk life and things, and yeah, skip winter though. It's way too cold here. Well, yeah, you're right beside water. Like, what do you expect? Same thing with Vancouver, right? Just on the other side. Where there's water, it's a little colder. I hope that was not too loud and I actually hit mute and not some other button. I'm not the most intelligent person, but I like to do some intelligent things sometimes. Isaiah, thank you. We might do a room tour down the road. But for right now, I call this place like the command center. I got to come up with a better name. I want to call it Arsenal One, but that's something else. You can Google it, but I can't put my heart behind that. Once you find out what that is, like it's super cool. Don't get me wrong, but I just can't get behind it. Nicole, I appreciate you, Nicole. I hope you're doing well, and I look forward to catching up with you too. Right? It's been a long journey since the time we met. And, it's good. It's always good to know that you're in a better headspace. You're surrounded by love. That's what we want for the people we care about. But yeah, Isaiah, we might do a room tour down the road. And in the meantime, though, we're gonna come back to what is TikTok. Retired from public teaching. What's next? Is that too flashy? I don't know. I think it's honest. Hey, we gotta follow everyone back. We gotta follow Bumblebee, Nicole, yo, friends. I'm officially on TikTok now, and like, how do I change the things that I'm interested in? Do I just start liking stuff? Okay, so I want to be as delusional as Kanye's girlfriend pulling her dress down at the Grammys. Like, I get that reference, but I ain't feeling it. Like I don't want to actively thumbs down this person. I get that, right? Because I know this individual spent time recording this, but how do I see something more relevant, right, to my interests? Here, let's start liking stuff. Never touch a llama again. Okay. Oh, there you go. Hawk Tua. All right. 8.6 mil. What are we watching here? Right, and it's a whole different mood when you take the audio away. Ladies and gentlemen, my emergency contact. Oh, yikes. Some people just want to watch the world burn. Like, there's got to be a more efficient way to cut an avocado. You just cut down the middle, right? Just pull apart. Man, what are you doing? It's a spoon. When I see a girl with jet black hair and silver jewelry, all of Canada right now. Okay, so what's happening in all of Canada right now? Tell me more. What? Okay, so we're all in shock. All right. I don't get it. Like, am I? Yeah, let's try this guy. Trick shots. Trick shots. The Rube Goldberg. Oh no! Instant like. I think that's appropriate. How do try now? I don't want that. Just anyway, like this. Yes, heart. You ready? Correct. Yeah, no, yes, and for Catherine and I as well, Nicole. We look forward to being there and seeing you guys, meeting the peeps. All right, so I guess this has got to be I'm just bait. Okay,
Lauren was singing Pink Pony Club, and then she was like, everybody sing along. And the crowd sounded like a choir. I was like, damn, the crowd sounds amazing.
What? Okay. The doctor visit's going to be expensive. Oh, no. Oh, puppy. Oh, golf balls. Yep. Oof. Oof. I mean, that's some power. That's some power behind that. Okay. I think we've seen enough. We're gonna, I will browse TikTok on my own time. There are better ways to spend my time here with you than to watch TikTok together. But there, I'm on it now as Say Less. And yeah, we got viewers, yo. I like viewers. Viewers are yeah. Thank you for being there, for being here, for watching later, and for asking questions and to stay interacting and keep engaging. Okay, as long as you keep engaging, I'll keep engaging. Engage together, and up we go. Right, day up. Your entire FYP is either politics or random animals or food videos. No in between. I will share my IG another time, but it's it's a lot of skate stuff, skate culture, drumming, music production, and now more and more video editing techniques. That's my current recommended page. Detective Keeney, yeah, Bobby. That is what is on my here. Let me pictures are lies, I guess, right? That's how this works. Please hold. When I just go this, not really. I don't even know what's going on here. Yeah, lies. It used to be a lot of skate stuff. Now it's just I have no idea what's happening here. This is what's recommended. I have no idea. Just stuff. People. A lot of people being recommended. Okay. Well, anyway. Select category on top. I think I need to do that. But Detective Keeney, thanks for popping through. We made a TikTok today. We're gonna go back to my TikTok here. This is a fresh page. Okay, we're gonna work the algorithm together, right? So I guess go to TikTok now. Oh my God, what have I done? Dad 101 on how to get your kids to eat vegetables. Oh, geez, is he gonna shock them? Oh, wow. Okay.
Alright, first we're gonna put on diodes.
Oh no.
Alright, take a deep breath. Oh no, it says you have room for 2 more broccolis. You have 3 left, but you only gotta eat 2. Alright.
All right. Well, that had me in the first half there because I thought this was gonna be some kind of Milgram experiment. But nope, this ended up being quite wholesome. Wholesome. I'll take it. But hey, look at that. People are following, I think. Right? Or, I don't know. Maybe it's the exact same. What else is? Why is there a bubble here?
Deep breath.
I followed everyone, I think. I don't know.
Oh anyway, no, it says
I'm on TikTok
room
now.
for 2 more broccolis.
We're gonna explore this platform together. Okay. Yes, other things that we're going to do on stream, because Detective, you're here, and I know you are cross-pollinating. Oh, would you look at that? Yo. Last minute save, I guess. Okay, so now this is going to be a little awkward, because I have to kind of go back on what I said earlier. You know what? I'm going to honor what I said earlier. Earlier, it was still tied 10-10. I know somebody snuck in a final vote here for the finals. We will do the finals, but we'll do that after Marvel Rivals, okay? And my reason for going with this, and this is not to disappoint all the finals players out there, but it's that Marvel Rivals is probably one of the biggest games right now And I'm also thinking in terms of like, how do I build traction? How do I get more, engagement with all of you? So the best way to do this is to put in my own squad of adult players who are either as like clueless as I am, like I just click on stuff. Like the only thing I have going for me is mechanical skill. Like I can just line up my mouse with a target and generally kind of control. Like I've got that benefit. But map knowledge, right? Like general game sense has dropped so much. Maybe game sense not so bad. I can hide. But no data. Oh no, it stopped again. Why? What happened? What happened? We're back. Now it's back to excellent. Okay, don't. What am we gonna do the finals after Marvel Rivals? Right now we can do that on the 14th as well if we can fit both tourneys in there. Cool. But if we can't, then we'll start with Marvel Rivals first, and we'll play the finals afterwards. Okay. And yes, Nicole, Jeff the Baby Land Shark is in there as well. Jeff the Baby Land Shark actually picked up a lot of traction first. It's like a Deadpool character, right? But first picked up a lot of traction through the card game, the tabletop card game, Marvel Snap. So if you're looking for a fun little mobile game, and you're like, hey, I'm tired of playing Brawl Stars or Candy Crush or whatever, and you want to shake it down, and then you'll learn more about how Jeff the Baby Land Shark actually very much changed the dynamics of that game. Give it a look. Hey, don't spend money on it though. Like play first. I know there's a lot of back and forth with regards to Marvel Rivals and how they've kind of changed for the better or for the worst. But you decide for yourselves. Okay, we could do it Monday because it's family day. We could do it Monday because it's family day. We could. I do also want to spend time on family day with fam. So I will confirm this at a later time. Of course, our gaming streams on Thursdays will still be ongoing, right? So I encourage you all to pull up and come through, and we will do Marvel Rivals, okay, on 14th. And if I can't find adults who are like, hey, I'm going to play on a random Friday during working hours, ? Then I'll just like cast it poorly. I think that's what's going to happen. The expectation here is I have to find other people my age who are just kind of like, yep, like I'm just going to pull up and play Marvel Rivals midday. Maybe. I have to assemble my Avengers. So, or that. Or maybe it just ends up being a stream of me talking about like comic book lore, and I'll probably get some things wrong, and then all the comic book fans can correct me in the chat, and then it'll be like, hey, this is educational. Been drinking this. It's not G Fuel. Literally, it's just blue Kool-Aid. Flavors, flavors. But yeah, it's nice to like. What did I do this morning? In case you're wondering, like, sir, how are you enjoying retirement? This morning I salted my driveway, and I came here. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. We've been putting finals off since December. Yeah, like I know that is true. That is true, detective. Yeah, we'll do Rivals first, okay? And then I apologize for the disappointment, and to anyone, every person who voted finals. We will do the finals. And again, I will either bring in a goofy, adult team, because that's how we roll. Like wouldn't it be something though if Goofy actually just meant this like top ranking masters level player, like ultimate ringer brings in a professional. A-okay, I like it. Detective, you have to let me know what to do with this key. What do I do with the key? Let me go get this key. This key, I'll continue talking because wireless mic, and I think this setup is actually better than that swinging mic. Swinging mic might be good for other things. But here is a key to a lock, and you're like, which lock? The lockbox, the robotics lockbox. So y'all gotta tell me where to put this key. Should I drop it off at school because I don't want to make a big scene? Should I mail it somewhere? Right? What's my Discord channel? It's called the After School Special. Here, I'm going to pull this up. No, actually, I renamed it to What the Pivot. I should bring it back. I think I should bring it back to After School Special. During School Special? Say less. I don't know. What should, Nicole, what should be the name of my Discord channel? And after that, I will probably share it with you. Help me name a channel. Before, it was called the After School Special, because this was the place where folks could just kind of play video games. Then I used it, I renamed it to What the Pivot to shamelessly promote what I'm doing here. And what should it be now? Detective or Nicole, first person to write something in the chat, that will be the name of the Discord channel. From this point forward, unless there's like giant backlash, then we'll revisit it. We'll retable this. Take it back to the lab. Keep it as What the Pivot. Okay. All right. That's the first answer in the chat. Yeah. Where's the link, yo? I don't even know how to share this channel. It's so dense. Server settings, server insight. Invite. Pause invites. I don't want to pause invites. If you're using invite codes looking for a group. All right, I have no idea, and I promise you, I'm not trying to get everything completely cross-pollinated here. But if you go over to twitch.tv/highschoolteacher, boom, and I refuse to give that one up. By the way, it has to be high school teacher. The moment I give that up, someone's going to be like swooped in, like eagle catching its prey, and take that. But once you're there, ! Discord in the chat, you see everything else that's happening in this world of mine. It certainly looks like the pivot right now is into content creation, and that's what it's looking like. But let's figure it out together, right? Like, are we going to specialize into food, into like vlogging, into live streaming? How is that going to look? But my current plan is just to make a little something each day. It holds me accountable, right, to following a schedule, to putting something out there, to not spending all day in bed or just playing video games. Like it gives me a focus, or it gives me something to do. And I think my wife said this really well. Like, now that you've left, public education, there was a big part of your 8:30 till whenever you leave work, but like there's a big part of that day where you're locked in, you're focused, and at the same time, like you're a caring adult, but you have to be appropriate. Like the things that you say, your conduct, your language, right, all of that matters, and you spend so much time like watching that. And I think just right now my chat thing collapsed again. I don't know, whatever. But to continue that thought, because my ADHD just pulled me to looking at graphs, and then I get confused. But like, to go back to that thought, like what happens now, right? Now that I'm no longer doing this like scheduled kind of thing. And it's like, well, no, I just have a different routine. And she's like, okay. All right, detective, get back to classes, get back to what you're doing. Okay, let me know what to do with the key later. I think the best thing to do is to drop it off, right? But it's like, where's the most appropriate place to drop it off? So let me know in the chat. Let's just throw it at the school. Yeet. No, that would not be appropriate. Also, just kind of like walking in, like just randomly, and be like, "Hey guys," like that also feels kind of off. I don't know. So I'll continue to navigate from this space, while I explore TikTok next. This is really cool because I'm excited to be doing this with my wife. Like it's something we've been talking about for a minute, and I'm very excited to be sharing that, right? What we're working on together with y'all. And again, if you like this stuff, if you're feeling it, then cool, right? Like follow, subscribe, turn on notifications. Yeah, that's the line, right? But if you're not feeling it, that's also okay, right? You don't have to don't have to keep checking this stuff out. This is just like, just know that I'm here. Know that I'm here, and I will continue to have fun here until I'm not having fun. And it's like, what do you do then? You pivot. It's in the name. It's in the name. All right. Coming up on 12:30 here, I think I'll just kind of hang a little longer because I started a little bit later. But that also to do with technical difficulties. And a lot of times I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of fumbling along. But I think that accurately captures a lot of my teaching career too. Right? Just not really knowing, but being okay with figuring it out. Which actually may be a nice place to end it. I don't know, like unless more people come through the chat, but like, you have to be uncomfortable, or sorry, you have to be comfortable at being slightly uncomfortable. I think complacency leads to boredom, and boredom is a self-created prison. Yeah, I really do believe that. I really do believe that boredom is a prison that a person creates for themselves. So, if you can find ways to keep your brain engaged, right, to keep learning, to keep improving, to keep ranking up, then you can never be bored. Similarly, if you always argue right, you're never wrong. I always like that one. Non-original line, right? Not an original line, but go see Thank You for Smoking. And this is not actually encourage you to go smoking. It's an actual movie. But let's take a moment here to actually prove that. Aaron Eckhart. And this was actually a movie that I used to like to show in class because of the power of language, the power of spin. And again, in terms of general ratings, not bad. But crack. 6 likes. I think this just comes to show you, right? Like even on a site like IMDb, or whatever, like those numbers they're all relative. Okay? If you think of a like as a fist bump, acknowledgement is nice, but it doesn't always equate, or you can't always draw the correlation that more fist bumps. I don't know where I was going with this. I don't know. Don't overthink the numbers. There's no teachable. Well, maybe there will be a teachable moment down the road, but for now is do stuff you enjoy, right? And if you do that, people who feel your energy, who are just like, yeah, like I'm with it, they'll pull up, they'll find you. The people who don't feel you, they'll find someone else. Makes no sense. Oh, we got people popping in, popping out. Hello, good day, good afternoon to all y'all. Thanks for checking out this channel. If you are already a subscriber, a follower, thank you. If you haven't turned on notifications yet, thank you. Please do that, I guess. How do you even say that without sounding like a bot? I don't know. Just be sincere. Like, hey, like keep checking this stuff out if you enjoy it. And if you don't enjoy it, like thanks anyway for your time. That's it. We're coming up on 12:30 here. I don't want to sound like I'm putting in the hour, but I'm also like making the effort to see it through, right? See it through to the end. I think after this, I'll probably grab some lunch and play some Avigia games. I've been saying that I was going to do that, but I haven't. The only times that I play are on Thursday nights, between 8:30 till bedtime, and that's over on Twitch. Should I bring that community over here? I don't know. I kind of like that community, like staying where it is. I want to keep webbing, keep expanding out. Like I've got vision boards. I think I'll show these at a different time, but just to I don't know. Like, feels like a PPT, PowerPoint show, PowerPoint slides. But I got boards for ideas, like upcoming. Maybe this is just quick ones, like upcoming ideas and then other planned things. There you go. Not enough time for you to freeze the frame and figure out what the heck I'm doing. Always keep them guessing. Always keep them guessing. So you can never figure out your next move. But there, I am on Le TikTok now, okay, for better or for worse. But I should also clarify, my TikTok will actually not be managed by me, but my TikTok will be managed by someone else. Okay, the content that's there, I'm still making it, but someone else has taken over. Okay, and then there's going to be, a North American. I guess that's the account that I just made. That's the North American, Say Less account. But there is also the Chinese TikTok account, and I have no idea how to write this on the keyboard, but it is simply 我不懂中文, which translates aptly to I do not speak Chinese. That's it. So yeah, we did it. We did it, folks. We did a chat. As always, I appreciate all of you coming through. I hope the rest of your day is awesome. If you're watching this on VODs, cool. And if you just kind of stumble upon this content and you're like, I'm feeling it, this is great, thank you. I look forward to seeing you again. If you don't feel it, again, just thanks for spending a little bit of your time in your day checking it out to decide for yourself. Cool. I will see y'all soon. Okay, I think tomorrow we're going to change things up a little bit. Probably can go outside. But every time that we do one of these streams, we'll be sure to let you know first on IG, right, just to kind of promote it a little bit. We'll do a quick little message bump on YouTube, and then we will do the actual live stream, always starting at 11:30 and always running for at least the hour. Okay? So I think that's the current plan, and then the rest of it we'll make it up as we go. Folks, have a great rest of your day. Stay kind. Till next time. Au revoir.